Welcome to the kingdom of Goshen, a prophetic sanctuary for the remnant with the spirit of Elijah, leading and building the new underground railroad worldwide. Something is changing in America right now. Not loudly, not all at once, but quietly. Thousands of people are rethinking everything about the way they live. For years, people were told the dream was expensive cities, luxury apartments, crowded highways, endless consumption, dependence on systems they do not control. But in 2026, more people are waking up and realizing that lifestyle is becoming financially, mentally, and emotionally. Food prices rise, rent rises, insurance rises, debt rises, and many people are working harder than ever just to barely survive. At the same time, stress levels are exploding. Crime in many areas has increased. People feel less safe. Communities feel disconnected. Noise, traffic, pressure, and constant financial anxiety are wearing people down mentally. And perhaps the biggest realization of all, most people living in major cities are completely dependent on systems they cannot control. If grocery stores struggle, they panic. If power goes out, they panic. If supply chains break, they panic. If layoffs happen, they panic. Because modern city life has trained people to depend on convenience for survival. That is why so many people are starting to leave. Not because they are crazy, because they are thinking long-term. Land is becoming security. A small piece of property with water space to grow food, lower taxes, fewer people, and lower living costs is beginning to look more valuable than expensive lifestyles built entirely on debt and instability. People are realizing that real wealth is not always flashy anymore. Real wealth is peace, food security, practical skills, lower monthly expenses, community independence, and ownership of something tangible. This is why homesteading, gardening, raising chickens, greenhouse growing, food preservation, and rural living are growing rapidly again. People want stability. They want freedom from constant financial pressure. They want to know their family can eat, even if prices rise again. They want slower living, cleaner food, quieter environments, and less dependence on systems that feel increasingly fragile. And no, this does not mean everyone is buying 100 acres overnight. Many are starting small. Affordable rural land cabins, fixer-upper properties, RV, living temporarily, gardening in small towns, learning practical skills before making bigger moves. The shift has already started. The people paying attention now are positioning themselves early, while others are still trying to maintain appearances in systems that are financially draining them. And the truth is, the new American dream is changing.
If you were to move out to the country right now, do you think you could survive longer than a month? We're about to go through a checklist to see if that's possible. First and foremost, the nearest Target is an hour away. There's no such thing as a quick trip to Target. You better get ready for an entire day to be spent going to that Red Dot store. And I'm talking packing a snack, finding somebody to get on the phone with on the way there, putting a full tank of gas in the car. Do you require any type of maintenance, like your eyebrows, your nails, your eyelashes? You might be lucky if there's one spot for each of those things within 30 to 45 minutes. Really not even one of each of them. You might have a nail salon. You might have a hair salon. Are you emotionally stable enough to handle stores closing at 7 o'clock and some stores not being open on Sundays? And I don't just mean like little mom and pop gift shop. I'm talking the grocery store. Next question. How do you handle random animals? And I don't just mean like a cute little Yorkie or a kitten or something. I mean like raccoons or deer or coyotes or really anything else that can crawl up into your front yard or possibly up on your front porch and knock on your door. Because we have animals in the country, believe it or not, because there are woods around us. So if you can't handle that, maybe you aren't meant for the country.
For many people, success is no longer luxury apartments, expensive cars, and living in crowded cities. Success is owning land, growing food, having less debt, creating multiple income streams, building self-sufficiency, and living a life with more peace and control. The people quietly leaving cities in 2026 are not falling behind. Many of them are preparing for a future most people still do not seek.
Real country bitch shit. Life is crazy because one day, 5 minutes away from 10 different coffee shops, and the next you live in a trailer in a town with a population of less than 500. Look at that. Yummy. Y'all like my yard? All of this. All of this and the creek at the bottom. Easy man. Even got our own little building, storage building. Store my shit in. I moved here because I got so freaking sick and tired of just hearing shit constantly. Living in a city, it's just like sirens constantly, and cars constantly, and bullshit constantly, and people screaming constantly. My bitches are fucking overstimulated all the time. You don't hear shit up here. Listen. That was a frog. And it gets so much louder at nighttime too. And I've even got all these natural like dogwood flowers, I think they are. Hell yeah. I don't know if the country is fucking with me, but I'm fucking with the country. This is the nighttime sounds I was talking about also.
Coming. Join us on Patreon. The link is in the description and the comments. We are growing all women communities, communities for families, and so much more. All off-grid, self-sustainable, and protected by the Most High God, Yahweh. We have land as low as $0 down and $50 a month, all over the United States, with no credit check, meaning your past does not define your future, and you can still get your family to safety. We have resources that show you how to start a homestead from scratch. Imagine living with your family and friends in a community, supporting one another in love and peace. This can be your future, but you must act immediately. Time is running out, and it's time to grow your own food, control your water supply, and dominate your own power grid. Thank you so much for being here today. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.